Okay, welcome back to the lecture. Nippapancha Hobikwi Disesami Nippapancha Kamenja Mekha. Nippapancha. You know the word Papancha. Papancha is translated proliferate, expansion of samsara. Unproliferated. Unproliferated, not expansion. Expansion in samsara, no expansion of samsara. Papancha. Papancha, the word papancha is referring to Dhamma, mana, deity, craving, conceit, wrong view. These three are mentioned as a papancha. It expands, prolongs the samsara. Here is a Nippapancha means no papancha. That is the meaning. Nibbana is the absence of papancha. No Dhamma, no mana, no deity. It's straight. Regarding to Nibbana, there is no mana. But if it's Nibbana, it's maybe this imitation. Not the correct one, the same one. Nibbana has no papancha, no papancha. Therefore, apampancha. Santancha obekwe disesami. Santa kameincha meka. Here, Nibbana is a use of Santa. Some scholars said Nibbana, the Buddha Nibbana used Nibbana. The name of Nibbana is described as a negative point, from negative point. That is, Santa is a non-negative point here. Sometimes it's not a negative point. Santa means peaceful state. Santa, peaceful state. Not the ordinary peaceful. Amata. Amatanja obekwe disasami. Amata kamenja meka. Deathlessness. Mata. Amata. In India is used Amrita. Amritoraka, they say. If you visit to Hindu temple, you can get Amritoraka, the water, the sacred waters. That's called Amritoraka. They say. Amritoraka. People believe in have a sacred water and put in the head. Water is just water. You see. They believe this one, sacred waters. Here, Amata means deathless state. Nibbana is a deathless state. Panita, sublime. Panita means a sublime state of sublime state. Siwanja obekwe disesami siwa kamenja meka. Auspicious siwa. But according to Indian tradition, Shiva means destroyer, 3 chords. Among 3 chords. You see, human body, the elephant face, Shiva. According to Indian tradition, Hindu religions, there are 3 gods. The first one is Brahma. He is the creator. Second one is Vishnu. And Mahasamaya Sutta, Venu Deva Sahali Chas. Venu means Vishnu maybe. Vishnu means protector. A god that protect. Vishnu is protector. The third one is Shiva. Shiva is a destroyer. Therefore, the devotees more afraid of the Shiva because of he destroying. Creator, protector, and a destroyer. 3 gods according to Hindu tradition. They believe in these 3 gods. That is similar to Upara Titi Bhanga. Rising, standing, and falling. Upara Titi Bhanga. Maybe personalization. Only nature is personalized. Arising is called creator. Standing is called protector. Falling is called destroyer. According to nature, all Sankata states are in this way. Rising, standing, falling, Upara, Titi, Bhanga. 3 moments. 3 moments. 3 movements are personalized as a person they use. So creator, protector, destroyer, 3 gods. These 3 gods are said Aung, Auma. Aung, they say Auma. These 3 letters together. Aung. There's Auma. You see? People say like that. This is 3 gods, they say. But the Buddhists should not do like that. Some people say, Om Mani Padme Hum. Believe like that. There is a referring to three gods. Om. A Hindu temple, they also use 3 alphabets together. Om. There are a lot of people who faith, who believe according to their wish, without considering it. Faith is necessary with the knowledge. Faith must control with the knowledge. Without the knowledge, it's become blind faith. So here, Shiva, auspicious here, Shiva. Auspicious, like a Mangalaba. Shiva, auspicious. Nibbana is a Shiva. Kemanja obikwe desesami kemamakanja. Secure, kema. Absence of danger, secure, safe. Tanakayanja obikwe desesami. Tanakaya kamenja meka. Destruction of craving. Destruction of attachment. Kaya, destruction. Tanna means craving or attachment. Achariyanja o bhikkhave desasami acharya kamencha pativra. Acharya. Wonderful. Wonderful state. Cannot be found in this world. This is a wonderful state. Now it is people say it is wonderful, but so ordinary. They think this is say they are wonderful. Several times we can find wonderful. Acharya. Abhutanja o bhikkhave desasami abhuta kamenja mega. Amazing. Abhuta, amazing. The people said some animals behave looking like a human being. They say amazing animal. Amazing animal. Aputta. Monkey talks human language. Amazing animal. Anitika. Anitikanja o bhikkhave desasami. Anitika kamencha mekha. Alien. Here, itika means alien. Unalien. Unalien. Anitika means unalien. Unaliens. Not a danger. Non-dangerous. Nibbana or bhikkhave desasami Nibbana kamencha pativra. Popular term, yes. Use Nibbana, yeah. It's not translated nowadays. Nibbana is just Nibbana. But two different spellings. According to Sanskrit, is Nirvana. Nirvana. Nirvana means Nirvana. 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 Sanskrit terms Nirvana. Nirvana. Pali is Nibbana. So two different spelling. Two different spelling. If you read some books on Buddhism, you may find different spellings. This one. Don't confuse. If you find Nirvana, this is Sanskrit spelling. If you find Nibbana, this is Pali spelling. In this way, Dhamma, Pali spelling, Dhamma. D-H-A-M-M-A, Dhamma. Sanskrit spelling, Dharma. Dharma. D-H-A-R-M-A, Dharma. Sanskrit. Kamma also the same. A Pali spelling, K-A-M-M-A, Kamma. That's a Pali spelling. Sanskrit spellings, Karma. Karma. K-A-R-M-A, Karma. The same roots, the same terms. In Pali changes a lot. Sanskrit is not changes a lot. It's clear what is it is a root. So different spellings you may find in books on Buddhism. Books on Buddhism. But the meanings are totally the same. Nibbana, Nirvana. Abhyabhaccha. Abhyabhacchanja o bhikkhave desasami. Abhyabhaccha mekhancha. Vyabhaccha means afflict. Afflict. Abhyabhaccha means unafflicted. Unafflicted. Vyabhaccha means, you see, changing, deformed like that. Afflict, dosa, abhyapacha, no dukkha, no afflict, no suffering. Want to say. Viraga, dispassion. Dispassion. Raga means passion. But it's just passion, you see. Passion is wider than that. Dispassion. Viraga. Viraga means like a tanakaya, actually. Sotinja or Bekave Desesami, Soti Mekancha. Soti, purities. Purities. Purity and purification. These two words are different. Purity means in nature, according to nature, is pure. Purifying means present state is pure, but former state is not pure. Therefore, purified. Make pure. So, purification, purity is different. Purification means to make pure. Make pure. Yeah, purity means naturally. Nibbana cannot be purified. Naturally pure. Therefore, purity is better. Visuddhi Mega. Visuddhi Mega, this title is translated into two ways. The path of purity, the path of purification. Which is better? Purity is better. Because of Visuddhi means referring to Nibbana. Venerable Buddha Gosa himself mentioned Visuddhi means Nibbana. You see. This term used for Nibbana, which is pure, naturally pure. So the path to, or the path of purity, or the path to purity, Visuddhi Magga. Soti, yeah, Soti Kama, Visuddhi. We means preface. Preface. Soti, Visuddhi. The same meaning. Purity, Moti, freedom. Motenja or Bekwe Desasami Moti Kamenja Mega. Freedom. Analaya, unadhesive. Unadhesive. Alaya means adhesive. Unadhesive. Alaya means referring to Nibbana, referring to Dhamma, craving. Craving is like a sticky subject, sticky solution, like a glue. Mind is attached to the object because of craving. Craving is like glue, super glue. Super glue. Analayan Jao Bekwe Desesami, Analaya Kamen Jamaka. Dipan Jao Bekwe Desesami, Dipa Kamen Jam. Dipas, shelter, island. Island. You see samsara? Samsara is look like ocean. Ocean, inside ocean there's very dangerous. Island can remain in the ocean. So island is where we can have a foundation. We can depend on it. Therefore, Dipa. Dipa means Nibbana is like an island. Dipanja or Bhikkhve Desasami Dipa Kamenja. Some translators use Dipa. Dipa means light. No, Dipa means light. Lenanja or Bhikkhve Desasami Lena Kamenja Patipata. Asylum. Leonite asylum is what is a Leonite asylum? The prison for insane, mad persons, for mad persons, for mad persons. So asylum, Dana means asylum. Sarananja o Bhikkhve Desasami Saranagamenja. Refuge. Nowadays there are many refugee camps. Refugee camps. Here as a refuge is referring to Nibbana. Okay. Then next is Sutta, and the last one, Parayana. Parayananja o Bhikkhve Desasami Parayana Kamenja Mekha. Bhikkhus, I shall teach you destinations. Prayana means destination. Final liberations, want to say. Destination. Go. Prayana. Destination and the way, the path leading to the destinations. Listen to me, listen to it. Katamancha Bhikkhave Prayana. Bhikkhus, what is Prayana? Destination. Yo Bhikkhave Ragakhayo, Dosakhayo, Mohakhayo. Idam Ojati Bhikkhave Prayana. Bhikkhus, that is destructions of craving, destruction of hatred, destruction of delusion. This is a set destination. Katamocha Bhikkhve Prayanagami Mekho. Bhikkhus, what is the path leading to destination? Kaya Kadasati. You see, like before, or many suttas here, this one. Kaya Kadasati, mindfulness recurring to body. Ayam osati Bhikkhve Prayanagami Mekho. It is said Bhikkhus, the path leading to destination. Idiyo Bhikkhave Desitam o Maya Prayana. Desito Prayanagami Mekho. Bhikkhus, thus I teach you destination, and I taught the path leading to destination. Yam Bhikkhve Satara Karaniyam Savakana Hidesina Anukamakena Anukampan Upadaya Katan wo Tamaya. I have done what a teacher should be done. With the outer compassion, want to say. I have done. Edani Bhikkhave Rukhamulani. Edani Sonyakarani. Those are fetal trees. Those are empty head. Jayata Bhikkhave. Bhikkhus, meditate, contemplate. Mapamadata. Don't be negligent. Mapacha vivdisarino hota. Lest worried it later. Ayam amakan anusasani. That is my instruction for you. Yatha asankatan tatha vetharitava. Like asankata, you should go in detail. You should be detailed. You should explain in details. Omitted also. So all together, we have to study. According to my number, I will say 2,112 suttas. This is, we finish here, Asankata, only regarding to Asankata and Asankata up to Prayana. 2,112 suttas. 2112. According to my number, sometimes I'm poor in number. Sometimes it may be me. So, 2,112 suttas, 12 discourses are finished. If you memorize, you can the whole day you can chant. Should chant this one, you see. Very nice to chant and contemplate. Don't chant the useless suttas. This sutta is very, very good, you see. Prayanam jao bhikkhave disesami prayana kame jadam tan sunatha kataman ja bhikkhave prayanam yo bhikkhave ragakhayo dosakhayo mohakhayo idam ochati bhikkhave prayanam. Like that you should translate. Many suttas, non-stop. You can record and listen. All suttas without omission. Altogether, 2,112 suttas, the whole days. Tudiyo Weko. That is from Samyutta Nikaya. In this one, Brahma Yachana Sutta. Brahma Yachana Sutta. Brahma must be short, not long, short. Brahma Yachana Sutta. Requested by Brahma Sahambati. Sahambati Brahmas, you see, who requested to preach Dhamma to the Buddhas. And the teachings of Kasva Buddhas, predecessor of Gautama Buddhas, Kasva Buddha. Kasva Buddhas appeared in this world as a predecessor of Gautama Buddha. In his teaching, Brahma Sahambati was a monk, a bhikkhu. A bhikkhu. He attained first jhana, the highest level. Therefore, he was born after death in Brahma world as a Mahabrahma. When he, as a bhikkhu, his name is Sahaka. 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 Reverend Sahaka. As a bhikkhu. When we were Brahma, when we was born as a Brahma, he was named Sahambati. Sahambati. Now it is also people also change their names, you see. Elias, a lot of A. With the Elias. In Myanmar with the Ka, with the bracket. Amaranandi, Elias, Vimalanandi, like Vimalanya. So names changes. He is also Sahaka, Elias is Sahambati. Sahambati. This is Brahma. He is a former life of monks. Therefore, he always watchful the Buddha's mind. When the Buddha thinking about regarding to Dhamma, the ideas via Dhamma is so difficult to see. People are so negligent. So if I talk Dhamma, they will not understand. Without understanding, maybe useless. Think like at that time, Brahma somebody coming down and requested to preach Dhamma. This is stories, okay? So let us go origin test. Brahma Yachana Sutta. Evam me sutam, thus I have a heart. Ekan samayam, on one occasion, Bhagava Uruvelayam Viharati, Nacha Niranjarayatire, Achapala Niroja Muli Patama Pisampoto. The great teacher, at first, after enlightenment, Patama Pisampoto, at first, after enlightenment, just after enlightenment, dwells under Bo tree, under the Bayan tree of Achapala Niroda. When you visit to Bodhagaya, you may find this place near the gate of the body pagodas, you see, entrance. Yeah. The place of Achapala Niroda, now established Ichaidiya. Achapala marked the land. So, under a banyan tree of Achapala. Achapala, what is Achapala? Why it is called Achapala? Under a tree there are a lot of goats. Acha means a goat. Goat. So, under a tree, goats stayed in summertimes maybe, under the shadows of the tree, under the shade of the tree. Therefore, the tree protect goats. Therefore, Achapala. Pala means protect. Acha means goats. Another meaning is, you must read out this part. Achapala. Achapa. Achapala. Achapa. Chapa means who recite mantra. Chapa. Chapa means Brahmins who recite mantra. In old age, when they become aged, they cannot recite. They cannot recite mantra text. They are called Achapa. Because are very old to recite. They are very old to recite, to memorize mantra text. Therefore, they are unable to recite mantra text. Home for aged, now it is. Okay. Home for aged. Bobwa Yeta. In Myanmar said Bobwa Yeta. Bobwa Yeta. Home for aged. Achapala means a home for aged. That's one. They have no separate buildings, and therefore they stay under the banyan tree. In that banyan tree, very old Brahmins who are unable to recite mantra, they stay there. They live under a tree. Therefore, this tree is named Achapala. Achapala. Maybe both is correct. Sometimes the goats come into under a tree. Achapala or Achapala. That's according to commentaries definition. Achapala or Achapala. So whatever may be, there is a banyan tree. A banyan tree named Achapala. Achapala's name of the trees. Under the name of banyan tree called Achapala, on the bank of Nirinsra river, on the bank of Niranjara River, Uruwela Forest. Uruwela Forest. Atako Bhagavato Rohogatasa Patisanli Nasa. Ewan Chitaso Priwiteko Utapadi. So, at that time, the Buddhas have such an idea. The idea come into being. That is the meaning. Under the Japala trees, the Buddha, the ideas are coming to being. That is the meaning. Then why the great teacher was alone, Rohogata? Atako Bhagavato Rohogatasa Patisanlinasa. The Buddha lived in solitary life. So Rohogata is alone. No? The great teacher was alone in seclusion. Patisanlinasa. Patisanlinasa. Patisanlina means, pati means removed. Pati means, remove or protect. Protect mind not to wander from wondering about the object. Lina means remain. Remain on one object. Without a let, wondering about various objects. That's Patisanlina means remain with the meditation object. Patisanlina means meditation. Rohogata Patisanlina. Focusing one object, the Buddha remained, the Buddha stayed alone. That is the meaning. Atako Bhagavato Rohogatasa Patisanlinasa. When the great teacher was alone in seclusion, a reflection arose in the mind thus. Chitta so priviteko, reflection, thought, no? Reflection arose, utapadi. Reflection arose. Reflection arose. Chitta so means in his mind. Ewa means thus, in this way. The Buddha has a thought in this way. That is the meaning. Atako Bhagavato Rohogatasa Patisanlinasa. Rohogatasa Patisanlinasa is mentioned the Buddha's situation. So Bhagavato Rohogatasa Patisanlinasa, the same case intense used. Therefore, translations. The great teacher was alone, Rohogatasa. In seclusion, Patisanlinasa. Reflection arose, Pariviteko Utapadi. In his mind, Chitta saw, thus, Ewa. No? Translations in this way. Adhikato ko myayan Dhammo Kambiro Tuktaso Dhuranubodo Sando Panido Ataka Vacharo Nipuno Pandita Vedaniyo. So Dhamma's qualification, so the Buddha has mentioned in this. This Dhamma, Ayandamo, Adhikato ko Myayandamo, Adhikato ko me Ayandamo. Ayandamos, this Dhamma. Adhikato means discovered, have it discovered. I have it discovered. Me means here, I have it discovered. This is Dhamma that I have it discovered. Discovers, the Buddha is not producer of Dhamma. The Buddha never produced Dhamma. Dhamma is the nature remain itself. The Dhamma has. Because of, you see, when the predecessor Buddha, Kassapa Buddha, appeared in this world, Kassapa Buddha preached Four Noble Truth, the Eightfold Noble Path. It is remained in the world as a nature, it is remained. After that, this Dhamma disappeared. The beings forgot. Nobody knew. The Buddha discovered this one. But not Buddha created Dhamma. Therefore, Adhikado means discover. The Buddha discovered, find out this Dhamma, which is lost a long time ago. So that is the meaning. This Dhamma that I have discovered is, Gambhiro means deep, profound. Deep, profound. Okay. Dukkha, how to see. The Dhamma is profound or deep. How to see? To anuboro. How to understand. How to understand. Turanuboro. Santo, peaceful. Panido, sublime. Atteka vacharo, not within the sphere of reasoning. Logic cannot be approached by logic, whether the way of the means of logic. That is, you see, not within the sphere of reasoning. Not within the sphere of reasoning. Like that, you see, crow is white in color. Crow is white in color because it is born as white. Only feather, wing, and feather is black. But born as white, you see. Some people say, "Kago se do, kago se do." Crow is black in color because it is born as white. There is a goal. Atteka vacharo, no within, not within, in sphere of reasoning. Atteka vacharo cannot be known through reasoning. Dhamma cannot be known through reasoning. Nibbana, subtle. Pandita Viraniyo, to be experienced by the wise. Pandita means the wise. Viraniya means experience. To be viraniya, to be experienced, to be known, to be understood, like that. To be experienced by the wise. Pandita Viraniyo. This is the state of Dhamma. Dhamma is, you see, very profound. How to see, how to understand, like that. Then the Buddha considered the beings. However, this generation, Pacha means beings, generation here translated. Aliyarama Kopanayam Pacha. Kopana. However, Ayam Pacha, this is sentient beings, this is generation. Alaya Rama, delight the adhesion. Delight, adhesion. Delight with the sense of pleasure, I want to say. Delight, a sense of pleasure. Takes a delight in the adhesion. Take a delight in sense of pleasure. Alaya samudita. Samudita means rejoice in sense of pleasure. There are situations of sentient beings. And the war, many people's delight in sense of pleasure, I want to say. Many people's delight in sense of pleasure. Alaya ramaya kopana pachaya, alaya radaya, alaya samuditaya. No. For such a generation, for such a being, this state is hard to see. Totasan itan tana. Such a state is hard to see. That it is specific conditionality, dependent origination. Ita pachayata, specific conditionally, paticca samuppada, dependent origination. Sanskrit term is used patitya samuppada. Patitya. Pali spellings of paticca samuppada. Paticca and patitya. Two spellings are used in Buddhist text. That is a specific condition, dependent origination. This state is very difficult to see for those, that is the meaning. Itampi ko thana dodasa. Itampi ko thana dodasa. And this state too, Itampi ko thana, this state too is hard to see. Yadida, that is Sabha Sankhara Samato, stilling of all formation. Sankhara, Sabha Sankhara Samato, stilling of formation. That is a normal conditions. What do you say? Sankhara means Sabha Sankhara means all conditioned things. Samatha means a normal, you see. Stilling. Yes, I think Sankhara is looking like fire. Samatha means extinguished. Extinguished. Any state or extinguished. All Sankharas are ceased in Nibbana state. Sabha Sankhara Samatha. Samatha means extinguished. No Sankhara activities have, no Sankhara actions appear there. All Sankharas are still. Extinguished. That is the meaning. That is it. Referring to the state of Nibbana. Nibbana is a state where all Sankharas are normal. Okay, all conditioned things are normal. Like asankhata. Here used Sabha Sankhara Samatha. Samatha means here not only tranquilities, not a tranquility. No Sankhara, no more. This is removing all state or conditioned things. All conditioned things. That is the meaning. Sabha Sankhara Samatho. Sabupati Pati Nesakho. The relinquishment or acquisition. Upati. Sabha upati pati nesakho. All upatis are abundant. What to say? Abundant, all type of upati. As you know, upati means 5 aggregate, mental defilements, and karma. In Nibbana stage, no such a upati remains. Thus, pati nesaka means abundant, release, abandon all type of upati, abandon all the five aggregate, all mental defilement, all karmas. In Nibbana is no more upati. That is the meaning. Tanakayo, destruction of craving. That destruction of craving. Virago, dispassion. Virago, dispassion. Nirodho, cessation. Nibbana is just a Nibbana. So, the Buddha before preached first Sahaya, before preached his first Sahaya, the Buddha mentioned these two, Paticcasamuppada and Nibbana. These 2 points are hard to see, very difficult to understand, the Buddha want to say. Here, Nibbana state is clearly mentioned. What is a Nibbana? Sabha Sankhara Samatha. No more Sankhara in state of Nibbana. No more Ubri. So Nibbana state is mentioned. Tanakaya, distractions or craving. Viraga, no passion at all. So Nibbana states are mentioned before first sermons, before the telling of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. These two states, very, very difficult to understand, very, very difficult to see Paticcasamuppada and Nibbana. Therefore, work hard, trying to see Nibbana. Otherwise, I cannot see. Cannot attain Nibbana. Ahanchewa kopana dhammande seya preja mena ajaniyo somamasa kilometer samamasa vihisa. First, the Buddha think about the Dhamma. Dhamma is so profound. Especially these two. The Buddha's teachings based on these two, Paticcasamuppada and Nibbana. Paticcasamuppada, with the Paticcasamuppada, the Buddha explained samsara. With the Nibbana, the Buddha explained final liberations of the exit of samsara. Final liberation, the exit of samsara. These two, to understand these two is very difficult. That is the meaning. If I explain these two, they may not understand me. Therefore the Buddha said, if I were to teach the Dhamma, profound Dhamma, and if the others would not understand me, I preach Dhamma. When I preach Dhamma, they do not understand me. That would be worrisome, just tiredness, just troublesome. For me, that would be troublesome. There would be worrisome, there would be troublesome. Vihisa kilometer, so mamasa kilometer, sa mamasa vihisa. There is a reflection rose within the Buddhas. Then, apaisu bhagavantam ima anichariya ghathayo patipansu pobe asuta poba. Thereupon these astounding verses, Ghathayo, astounding, anichariya ghathayo. Amazing verses. Astounding verses. Not heard before not a learn from others. These words are not a learn, not memorized from the books. Want to say, Pope and Asutta Popa. Pope Asutta Popa. Not heard before in the past. Pope and Asutta Popa. Occurred to me, occurred to the great teacher. Kathayo patipansu, Bhagavantam patipansu. Bhagavantam patipansu means occurred. Occurred to the great teacher. That is the meaning. It has appeared in his knowledge. These astronomy birds appeared in his knowledge. Kechena me adikatan halandani pakasito. Ragadosa predehi nayandamo susambudo. Kechena me adikatan. Yes. Adikatan means what I found with so much hardship. Kechena me. So much hardship. What I found with so much hardship. Kechena me adikata. I discovered this Dhamma with much hardship, with much work. Want to say about that? Kechena. Not easily. You see, in Buddha image, you see, there are skeletons like a skeleton. When meditating times become skeletons. 60 years searching for this Dhamma. Therefore, Kechena me adikata. I discovered, I attained this Dhamma in hard ways. Very, very difficult to find out. So, Kechena me adikata. Halanda ni pakasito. Hala means Hala means he say reject. Want to reject. Hala means useless. Useless to preach it. Useless to pray it. I dislike it to preach. That is the meaning. Hala. Hala means reject. Refuse. I have no idea. I have no wish to preach such a Dhamma. Halandani pakasito. But the translations use enough now with the trying to teach. Enough now the trying to teach. So I think not at the meanings. Not at the meaning. That meanings. Kechena me adikata halandani pakasito. This is rejected the Buddhas. No, I dislike to explain the Dhamma, which is I obtain in hardest way. Want to say this one. No. He say, no. It's not suitable to preach Dhamma. Because of this Dhamma is very hard to see. I attain this Dhamma in hard ways, with the hardest. The Buddha want to say, halandani pakasito. To explain it is not good. Then raga dosa predehi. So raga dosa predehi means by those oppressed by lust and hatred. Preda means oppressed, subjugated, oppressed by raga dosa. Those who oppressed by raga dosa. The beings are usually oppressed by raga dosa. Ragadosa influence the people's mind. Therefore, if I teach Dhamma, they will not understand. That is the meaning. Ragadosa pritehi. They are by those oppressed by lasting hate. Ragadosa pritehi. Nayan Dhammo susambuddho. This Dhamma is not easy to understand. This Dhamma is not easy to understand. Nayan Dhammo susambuddho. This Dhamma is not easy to understand. Okay, that is the way. Kichina me dikatan halanda ni pakasito. Ragadosa pretehi nayan Dhammo susambuddho. The Buddha want to say the listeners, the minds of listeners are influenced by Ragadosa Moha. Therefore, they will not understand my Dhamma, which is hardly discovered. Therefore, I dislike to preach Dhamma. I want to say in this way. Okay, let me stop here.